Good afternoon, Lisa.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. What have we just been watching?
We've just been watching Are You Being Served? Camping In.
Okay, and what do we think?
Yeah, it's hitting its stride now.
Yeah.
You're getting lots of silly interaction between everybody.
You get quite a few customers in this
You
one.
do,
don't
yeah.
you?
They've spent a bit more money on it. To get at least 3 or 4.
Well, you've got Colin Bean
Yes.
buying some gloves. You've got James Copeland, is it?
Yes.
Copeland or Coupland?
Yes. Copeland, I think.
From the Crotons.
Yes.
Wanting
He wants a
wanting some
He wants some
trews.
trues.
Or breeks.
Yes.
And he comes in the kilt.
Yes.
And wants his inside leg measured.
Yes. And Mr. Lucas goes to do it, and he's
Yeah.
like, measure it from the outside.
But yes, you've got some lady customers as
Yes. Oh, and the gentleman who wants to get a bra for his
Yeah.
fiancée.
well. Yeah, she's a healthy girl, isn't
She
she?
is, yes.
But yeah, it's so yeah, you've certainly got a few guest artists. But the actual episode concerns a transport strike.
It does.
Now, there's a newspaper, isn't
Yes,
there?
an Evening Standard.
Yes, from 2nd of March
1973.
1973.
Yes.
Now, the actual episode was broadcast in, I think, April. But we looked it up, and Wikipedia says that the recording date for the episode is the 2nd of March.
All right, okay.
So
it was all set up for when it was recorded.
It's, for this studio audience, I don't know whether they'd see the paper very
Well, I
clearly
suppose
or
you
not.
could see it on a monitor, maybe.
Yeah, but that's the day it was recorded. But yeah, everybody can't get home basically, and is forced to
to sleep at the store.
in tents of
Various sizes
descriptions.
and success. Some of them don't stand up properly.
Now, this almost happened to you a few weeks ago,
Almost,
didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Well, it was when it snowed.
It snowed, yeah. It snowed, and the buses stopped running, and you couldn't get the car out because it had snowed.
There was too much snow in the way of the garage.
So I got a lift home from somebody at work.
Now, normally it takes you, 20 minutes
About
on
20
the bus?
minutes,
How
yes.
long did this take?
An hour and a half. Most of that going about the last half mile
Yeah.
from the road to
But
here.
you wouldn't fancy camping out
No,
at work?
no. It'd be cold to start with. So, yes. Yeah, I mean, one of the managers went and stayed in there's a Holiday Inn, I think it is, just across the road. I went and stayed there, but I couldn't do that because of my medications and things. So.
But it's a nice one to actually see them after work, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, you get a different kind of interaction, don't you?
So you've got Mrs. Slocum in the big tent.
Yes. And she's supposed to share the big tent with Miss Brahms.
But she's not
But she
having
won't.
it. No. So Miss Brahms is in the next one.
Yes.
And then you got
Mr. Humphreys.
Mr. Humphreys in a rather skimpy sort of Chinese type dressing gown, isn't it?
Yeah, with little sort of short pants.
But they've all got these sort of regulation pyjamas that Mr. Mash has unearthed, doesn't he?
Yes.
Although, what was it you said? Captain Peacock's
Yeah, his shorts are too short.
Far too short.
Yes, they lead your eye to a place you don't really want your eye to go, shall we say.
But then Mr. Lucas has got...
he's got one leg cut short,
one
isn't
leg,
he? Yeah.
which looks fairly precarious.
It does. Yeah, it looks a bit dodgy.
But they all have this sort of session around the campfire, don't they?
Which is like a gas-fired one or an electric one.
But you've got the first hint that Mr. Rumbold is musical.
Yes, he's playing a
squeeze box.
Squeeze box, not an accordion.
And there's some little reminiscences about the war.
Yes. Now, he wouldn't have been old enough to be in the war, Mr. Rumbold. Perhaps he's talking about his national service after the war. Because I don't think he's old enough, really.
Well, let's think about it. This is 73.
Yeah.
So 30 years ago would have been 43.
Yeah.
So he's over 50, isn't he?
Not the actor's not, though.
The actor's not, but Mr. Rumbold is surely implied to be in his 50s.
I don't know. The actor was born in 1934, so at this point he's only 39.
Okay. Well, he doesn't look 39.
No, I know he doesn't look 39. It's that thing of people in the 70s look much older than they actually are.
Because he's senior to Captain Peacock.
Yes.
So we assume he's noticeably older.
Well, he's not older than
I
Captain
can't
Peacock.
think that Mr. Rumbold is 39 in my head.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how old the actor is. That's all I'm
Okay.
going with.
Alright.
So.
But yeah, you've got Mr. Granger doing his sort of Ensa routine,
Oh, yeah, he's
isn't he?
Lord Haw-Haw
He's and he
and Winston
doing
Churchill.
he do the "We shall fight on the beaches"
Yes.
speech, and then I would raise my hat.
Yes.
Which, I don't know why that's quite fun.
It
Why it's
is.
funny, but it is. Yeah, in the end totals, you see that Mr. Humphreys has put his curlers and his hairnet on as
Yes.
well, hasn't he?
And his face cream.
And his face cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's only in the actual
Yes.
credit shot at
End
the end.
credits. Yes.
But overall, pretty good again, I think.
Yeah, it's as I say, it's all coming together now. You're getting the different characters coming to the
Yeah.
fore and the way they interact with each other. Miss Brahms and Mrs. Slocum don't like Mr. Lucas as much now because he's a bit cheekier, isn't
Yeah,
he? So,
because Miss Brown sort of laughs at one of his jokes in
Yeah.
the office,
mhm.
but then you get the sort of camping in stuff. And do you think that's where he pushes it too far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after that, I think it's going to be a bit sort of cooler between
Yes.
them, isn't it? Yeah.
And you also get the use of Mr. Granger says he used to be known as Whimsical Willie,
Yeah, right.
which
yeah.
of course is what Mr. Partridge was known as
Oh, right.
in Heidi Ho
Oh.
when he was doing the musicals.
Oh, so
So they reused the name.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Hadn't clocked
I
that.
hadn't before, but it just occurred to me when we watched it this time.
Yeah.
That he says I was known as Whimsical Willie. So
Oh, there you go. Oh, there's a little mistake because Miss
yes,
Captain Peacock says Mrs. Brahms and then corrects himself.
Yes.
But they keep going.
Yeah. Well, but then people do make mistakes. You do call people by the wrong name.
Yeah.
So that's a natural thing, isn't it?
Oh, and
So-
Mrs. Slocum's hair is green.
yes, very
we,
green.
We should say that.
It is very green.
Because we should make a note of
what colour hair she's
what
got.
her hair.
Yes, it's not the most flattering shade, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's a bit sort of Caesar Romero Jokerish,
Okay.
but without the white face and whited out
I
moustache.
hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, it's very green.
But there we go.
Yes.
So scores out of 10?
I think that was an 8.
An 8. So that's
Yes.
the best one yet then.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Possibly the best of this season.
Possibly the best this season.
Okay,
Yes.
there we go. So
Yeah.
what's the next one then?
His and hers.
His and hers.
I think that might be the Joanna Lumley one.
That is the Joanna Lumley,
Yes.
Lumley one.
Lumley.
Joanna Lumley.
Yes.
Okay, well we'll come back with that one at some point and see you soon then.
It's okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.